Welcome to this episode of the Gunman. So this video is the fourth video I've made on the restoration of this HQ Holden Ute. The videos leading up, we've painted all the insides of the body, so the boot inside there, we did the firewall, we've painted the insides of all the panels, we've primed it, we've done our repairs, and now we're on to prep work for the respray. And this video will also take you through two coats of the base coat. So I skipped out the block work on this quarter panel and the rest of the body because I included that in some of the previous episodes. So if you'd like to watch that, make sure you do watch them right from the start, and I go right through. I've timelined the whole thing and edited up the footage for you guys. So what I was using there, I started off with 180 over the primer, and then I went over that with 320, went over the edges with a 400 soft pad, and then 500. So the finishing grade is 500 on the entire thing, making sure all those edges are sanded back really nice. They got no orange peel, they got no ripples. We sprayed the panels down with some wax and grease remover, and we just blocked and blocked and blocked until we were happy with it. So spraying the wax and grease remover over it with an atomizer bottle. It's actually a brake and parts cleaner bottle. You put the wax and grease remover in, spray it over the panel, and it'll sort of emulate the wet look. It'll give you an idea of what the panel's going to look like once it's painted. So you can see if there's any areas that you have to concentrate on a bit more. So as you see, we've got it in the booth, gave it a really good dust off, and I mean like just get the high pressured air and like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just blow every single corner and then go back around and blow everything again, because there's going to be dust all through it. As you can see, I've done the prep in my booth. I've made my booth nice and clean, swept all the floor down and put just a light layer of water down. Different booths are going to be different, obviously. If you've got a full downdraft or if you've got grates in there, obviously you're not going to have to put water down. So you can see all those walls are nice and clean. I'd just gone around and put some booth coating on those walls prior to this video a few days earlier, and it's actually that booth coating stays sticky, so that's also going to help the dust as well. Any dust that is circulating should hopefully stick to the walls and the floor because of that layer of dust, and not in my paint job. So as you see me here, I've got my gloves on just to stop the wax and grease remover that I'm spraying over from eating into your hands. It dries your skin out, it's no good for you. There's probably heaps of nasties in there that will give you cancer. So you'll notice here I've already painted that firewall section just there. Reason I did that was so when I go to paint the body, I can just focus on painting that body. I don't have to worry about doing that firewall. More chance of stuff blowing out, and I just decided for this job it was the right way to go about it because the car was already in the booth. In the previous videos we painted the tray floor of the tray there, and we had to do some paint work on the dash as well, so I thought while it's in there I'll do the firewall. So as you can see, I've decided to do that nose panel at the same time, and I'm giving you guys a look at all the sealer work that we've done. It's pretty important that you get the sealer work right, because if you don't, then it's just going to leak water in there. However, I think this car, the owner is never going to take it out when it's raining, and I think this will just be ended up staying in his garage most of the time, and it'll be his pride and joy, and he'll just take it out on sort of a show day, or up to him. He may not be into the shows, he may just want his nice Sunday driver type car, and good on him for it. He's done a lot of the work to this himself. He put all those quarter panels on, he's done a lot of welding, a lot of fabricating, and a lot of modifications. However, he just decided he wanted to bring it to professionals to get the paintwork done, and those guys who have actually seen right from the start, I actually showed you guys. This is the third time it's been painted. The first time he got stuffed around, it was no good. He got these other guys to do it. It was still no good. He brought it to us, and he was wrapped. He was so wrapped with the finish that we were able to get for him that he actually posted his own ad on a classified website here in Australia called Gumtree. He made his own ad saying if anyone wants their car painted, take it to these guys because like they do a really good job. So that was pretty good feedback to get from one of our first jobs. We turned this job around in 2 weeks, so he was really happy with the amount of time it took for us to do it. And we were rapt to do it. We took a lot of pride in this job, and it really did come out quite nice. So I'm using DuPont Centauri 6000 base coat, and I'm using the DuPont 696S clear coat over the top with standard hardener, which is 125S. So yeah, first coat I decided to leave you guys on the tripod, and for the second coat of base coat you guys will be jumping up onto the head mount camera, so you get a first person look at exactly what I'm doing. Obviously I blew off the entire car a good 2 or 3 times with high pressure there, and tack cloth, and nice new tack cloth. As I've mentioned in a few other videos, that's one thing that you really want to keep clean. Keep your tack cloth clean, because it does make a big difference to the final product. If you've got an old tack cloth that's just been sitting around in the edge of the booth collecting over spray, it's probably gonna, drag little bits of dust onto the paintwork that you're trying to actually drag dust off. So it's always good to keep those tack cloths in a little mixing cup. That's what I do. We've got these little disposable plastic mixing pots, and just put a lid on that, keep my tack cloth in there. Makes it last a little bit longer. So yeah, as you see, just going around making sure I'm getting all those edges covered. But you can tell, like, straight away, first coat, that's how good this black is. It just, one coat, you've got coverage. Basically the second coat's just to be sure, in case there's anywhere you've missed. But yeah, definitely no need for 3 coats when you're using this this paint. I've found that most blacks do cover extremely well, all the paints that I've ever used. So yeah, yeah. In the coming months, I'm going to be looking at, doing some custom painting, getting an airbrush in. I'm going to start playing around with that. I've got loads more gun reviews coming. I've just got my brand new Devilbiss SGK 600 BV is the model, and I tell you what, that's a great gun, so I'll be doing some reviews on that. I've just been doing some just paint reviews, which is something that I don't usually do. Just bringing something new to the channel. I'm always trying to think of just ways of keeping you guys interested in my videos, and I did notice there for a little while my videos were getting a little bit same, and it was just sort of around the end of last year. So it's actually been good for me to come into my own workshop now. I'm able to sort of step out of the box, I guess, a little bit. I'm able to talk to customers, convince them to do sort of things the way I might, think it's better to do them, and also just play around on my own hobbies, and yeah, I don't have a boss looking over my shoulder and, telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing. I'm the boss. So yeah, it's really good. I've been enjoying it, and yeah, the following I've been getting lately is really starting to grow quite rapidly. So I'd just like to say thanks a lot to all my loyal viewers. I really don't have many trolls. Like, it's, yeah, very low percentage of people that make negative comments on my videos, and if you're that enraged by me making a video of trying to help you out, well, then you're probably the one with the problem anyway. I'm just trying to share my love of the trade with the world, and if you guys can pick up a couple of things in the meantime, well, then that's great. Yeah, so yeah, just about finishing this first coat of base coat off now. And look, this day was about sort of 35, probably 40 degrees, midday, middle of summer, beautiful West Aussie day. I love this kind of temperature for painting. I thrive in this kind of stuff, especially in the spray booth that I'm in. There's no heat in it, well, except for if you're living in WA, there's always heat in it. We probably only really got 2 or 3 months of the year that it gets below 20 degrees, so, the worst of it, even in the middle of winter, like, sort of the minimum temperatures are still going to be sort of above 16 anyway, which is, it's a little bit colder than what you'd want, obviously, but there's ways around it. You can use the faster thinners, faster hardeners, all that kind of stuff. You've got the heat lights, so you might be able to rig something up with the heat lights and put them in the booth or something, obviously being careful with the power leads and if we have any water in there, but Sure, we'll be able to figure something out when it comes. You've also got those accelerators that you can put in. I wouldn't never put it in a respray or anything like that, but there's definitely stuff out there for the smaller jobs. So here we go. I'll give you guys a quick run through the gun settings and the gun I'm using. So this is one of my favourite old time guns, Devilbiss GTI Pro with the T2 air cap. This gun's been my base coat gun for a long time, and I can see it being for a long time to come. I like to run it with pretty basic settings, just have that fan wound right open, have the fluid just about the same, you know, maybe 1 or 2 turns in, just so it's not going to fall out on you when you're cleaning it. I have had that happen before, it's annoying, so whack it in a couple turns. And look, the air pressure settings are going to change, as I always do make sure I make a quick mention to this, that just because the Gunman's running at sort of 16, 17 to 20 psi for his base coat, doesn't mean that that's what you're going to have to do, because you might be painting with an air temperature of, you know, 10, or even some people out there in the US live in really cold areas, in Canada and stuff like that. I've got a lot of followers there in the UK and all over Europe. Your pressures in the colder temperatures are definitely going to be much higher. Even in Melbourne, when I used to work in Melbourne, it did get quite cold there. I would happily run a HVLP gun at 2 bar in the middle of winter. Now that's high pressure, that's not low pressure, but that's what you need to get half decent finishes in those kind of temperatures anyway. The gun you're using is going to make a difference as well, the type of gun, the type of air cap, all that kind of stuff. So I really do try and say, you've got to paint by feel. I know what I want the paint to look like, and I can see what it is looking like, and if it's not looking like what I want it to look like, well then you're doing something wrong. So, okay, good ways to eliminate orange peel. Hold the gun closer, higher air pressure, and move quicker. I've decided that I'm actually going to make a video dedicated to that, just to help you guys out with, yeah, exactly. And I'll show you guys on a single panel, because most of the time I make these videos, it's a specific job and I have to get it right. So I can't show you how to get it wrong. So I'll show you guys how to get it wrong, and then how to adjust your painting style to get it right, so you guys can actually see exactly what I've done to change to get it right. So if that makes sense. Anyway, this video is yeah, just going to be covering the base coat, and clear coat will be the next episode. I'll see how I go. I might even make a few more videos if you guys tell me you would like to see the remaining of this job. I think I've got a couple of panels to still paint. I've got the hood to paint, or the bonnet. I've got the fenders and the doors, and yeah, also got a bit of polishing to do. So if you guys would like to see those videos, make sure you do let me know, because it's basically, I've got so many projects. I spend so much time making videos. Yeah, I've been making so many lately, and I've been putting an extra video up. It always used to be one video on Sunday, one video on Thursday. I've been putting an extra video up on Tuesday now, so more than happy to edit the footage up for you guys. I'm having a great time making these videos, and there's a lot of people that are having a great time watching them, so it's really great to be able to share this stuff with the world. So yeah, this just about coming up to an end. A couple more minutes and we'll have a bit of a look over it once it's out in the sun as well. So I do apologise to you guys if I ever do sort of repeat myself. I am aware of it, but I've had a few people say, yeah mate, you do repeat yourself a little bit, but it gets the point across, you know. And hey, at the end of the day, when all is said and done, it's not pay TV. It's not like you're paying anything to watch these videos, and I'm not forcing you to watch them. So yeah, even if you pick a few things up, well then that's great. Another thing, I'm now able to make the clickable links at the end. I'm able to now make them available for people on mobile devices through YouTube. So I've had a few people mention, oh, when you get to the end of a video, I can't watch those 2 videos that you've put. I'm able to just put a little card, they call it a card, through YouTube, and if you tap your screen, you'll see up the top right, there'll be a little circle with the letter I in it, and you'll be able to click on that, and that should be taking you to one of my videos that I recommend. Yeah, as I say, constantly making videos, you know. I'm just certain videos that I really like and I'm really happy with, and they're not necessarily always the ones that you guys seem to like. So I mean, yeah, always let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys don't want to see. I've had heaps of people just say, mate, I just want you to just put hours and hours worth of, like, the whole job up, and, you know, you just painting. You don't even have to talk. I just want to see what you do, you know. I mean, I'm yet to do that. I've always wanted to, for a while now, to make some sort of a live event or something like that. There's a live event option in YouTube, so I thought that'd be something good to look into. I might be able to do, say, a respray or something like that. Say if I know that a certain day I've got a respray coming up, I'll just be able to say, hey, everyone tune in this time, this date, and watch me do this respray from start to finish. It could get a little bit tricky with my uploading with the camera, but it would be worth looking into if I get enough interest in it. So be sure to let me know about stuff like that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to where this channel's going to be going in the future. Don't forget, this is just a start, and these videos always will be free, and they always will be on YouTube. I've had a few people making mention to, oh, you know, you could make a subscription model type thing, and you could get people to pay subscriptions to watch some of your videos on your own website. And I had a bit of a think about it. I'm like, you know what? I don't agree with that. I think these videos should be free. I think everyone should be able to watch all of my videos for free whenever they want to. So it just, I guess it goes against my morals. Yeah, I do put a lot of time and effort into them, but I do enjoy making them, and yeah, it's just it's great to share this with the world. So there you go, that's the base coat finished off. Give you guys a good look over the base coat. The next video is just going to be dedicated to clear coat. It's going to be the same as this one, same as just painting the body, start to finish, clear coat. It's relatively unedited, same like this one. All you're just seeing is everything that I do to get the car painted, and I'll just be talking you guys through it, including whatever info I can. So there you go. This car left in this condition, so it wasn't fitted up. We just did the paintwork on it. We weren't we weren't there to do the fitting up and putting all the trims back on and the doors back on. It was just paintwork. And as I said before, the owner was so happy with it, and why wouldn't he be? That's like, for a black, most of you guys probably know black is the hardest colour to sort of make look good. Not only just for getting the panels straight, but for polishing as well. I think on both accounts we did quite well. I know when I've done a job very well, and I know when I haven't, and I know this job that was done very well. Very impressed with my work there. Like, yeah. Sometimes like I get a job and I just looking at the car just pisses me off, you know. Like, yeah, I just don't even want to make videos on those kind of cars, because it seems like reliving that bad experience. But when I've really done a nice paint job, I really enjoy making these videos, and that's why I'm making this one. So there you go, have a look at the reflection in that. It's like looking in a mirror nearly, isn't it? So yeah, and it's a really nice flat clear coat on it. That was off the gun mainly on the roof there. We did a couple of D-nibs here and there, just a couple of bits of dust, but the finish that you see is basically off the gun. So there you guys go. Make sure you check out a couple of these videos at the end. View my channel otherwise. Check me out on Facebook. All that kind of cool stuff. Like I always say, big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. This has been another Gunman production. Goodbye.